I feel like I'm really struggling to keep up with my planners at the moment, and I don't really know what to do about it. So I'm going to have a chat about that in this video, and hopefully you guys will have some good ideas after I've talked a little bit more about it. But before we get into the topic for this week, let's go over what we're using and a little bit about this week. So the kit that I am using is Gloomy from Plannerface. I do PR for Plannerface, so you can use Tilly to save 10% when you are shopping there, but I PR because I absolutely love her shop, not because I get a discount for promoting for her, but I do get a discount for promoting for Anna. So you can use Tilly to save 10%. The other things I have is I have a foil bundle in royal blue from my shop, which is Tilly Journals, and that is really pretty, just in the confetti, so it's a nice neutral foil. And then I also have underlays from my shop in the Rainfall, I believe it's called, in icy blue. The things I have is I have all my stickers pulled out in my Plannerface reusable sticker album, and as well as the script stickers that I have made myself. I think that is everything. This week was very much a gloomy week because I was poorly for most of it, so it was a lot of resting and a lot of feeling poorly. My husband actually had tonsillitis. We just had a viral illness and it really knocked us for quite a long time, actually. To be honest, this year with having a little one, we seem to have had virus after virus from pretty much November onwards, and it's getting a bit old at this point, but oh well. So that's all that really happened this week. There wasn't a lot to it. I can't remember whether I put something very exciting in the sidebar or not, but I will say about that if it is this week, but it might be the next week, but I do think it was this week. But anyway, I'll get to it at some point, you'll find out. But yeah, I think that's all I really have to say about the week and the base, because there really isn't a lot to say. I think this was the second week in this planner, and I actually decided after this week to pull my bottom washi down a little bit further because I didn't like that gap at the bottom, because the top goes like all the way up. With the deco, I don't like that the bottom washi doesn't go all the way down. Sorry about that yawn. I will try and edit out any more yawns, but I didn't know that was coming, so it just kind of happened. And I'm a little bit more alive than when I did my last voiceover, so I definitely feel like I've got the energy to edit this one a little bit better. So yeah, so let's get into this week's topic. I have made myself some notes because I just felt like I kind of wanted to have some things to talk about a little bit. So basically, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed by all the creative projects I have going on at the moment, and my family is like really my priority. For those of you who don't know, I have a nearly 13-month-old. She's 13 months old on the 6th, so very nearly 13 months old. And obviously, her and my husband and my Kit Kats are my priority, and they are always going to be my priority. And sometimes I'm feeling a little bit like I've got too many balls in the air with my creative projects and being back at work and my YouTube channel, the shop, being a mum. And I've taken a bit of a step back from guiding. If you watched my plan with me a few weeks ago where I talked about trans rights, you'll understand why I've taken a little bit of a step back. I hope that I will get back into it and that guiding will reverse their ridiculous decision. But anyway, yeah, I am still occasionally going to guide meetings, so I've got that ball in the air as well. So basically, lots and lots of balls in the air. And I really don't know how to simplify, because I genuinely really love or like all of my planners at the moment. And I don't want to drop any of them because they all have like their own specific purpose, but I do feel like it's too many and I'm getting behind on things. So let's just run through all of my planners. So the big one that you see on this channel is this memory planner that I am obviously quite behind in because it is May at this point, and this is the second week of this year. So I think we are now on like week 17 going into week 18 of the year, and I am on week 2. So yeah, a little bit behind there, about 15 weeks behind. But this is really important to me in terms of keeping those memories recorded and like the everyday happenings, because that is actually life. It's not the big events and things, it's the day-to-day happenings and the very cute little bits and pieces. So I don't want to drop this. The other one you see a lot on this channel is my DIY planner, or my bullet journal, some people would call it. And that keeps me organized. So I definitely don't want to drop that either. And then other things I have is I have 2 5-year journals. So like I keep one for me and one for Bayla. My 5-year journal is just a question, so it doesn't take very long to fill in. And Bayla's, I don't want to drop because I want her to have that like memory, like place for to look back on her first 5 years of life. I just think it's really sweet. My next one is my achievement and gratitude journal, and I try and fill this in twice a day, so once after the morning, once after the evening, and I think it's bringing benefit to me when I fill it in. So again, I'm a bit like, maybe that could be something that takes a bit of a pause. Maybe that's one that could go. Next, we have my reading journal. So I've been in a real reading slump, so I've barely touched this recently, but it does mean I've not done anything after January at the moment. And one of the videos at the end of this month is hopefully going to be February, March, and April in my reading journal, which might just be a flip through rather than reading journal with me because I'm so behind and I just want to do it in my own space. But I like having that and I'm enjoying the creativeness of that. So, but then that is something that could theoretically go. But I do want to track my books somewhere, so I'd still have some of it. So, yeah, it wouldn't go. Next, I've got my bestie journal, which I obviously do not want to drop because this is a big deal between me and my best friend, though we are currently a little bit late on passing them across to each other. And honestly, I have quite a few spreads I still want to do before we send it across. So I need to catch up with that because we should have sent it at the end of the quarter, at the end of the month cycle. So like at the beginning of this week or last week, actually, by the time you're seeing this video. So yeah, I'm behind on that. My goals journal is where I plan out my goals. So I'm going to do that either way. So it might as well be in a journal rather than on scraps of paper. Then my travel journal only gets touched after travel. So like that's actually not behind. And I don't want to drop it because I think like memory keeping holidays is quite cute and fun. And yeah. Then I've got my junk journal, which again is one I could drop, but that is something that I'm really loving creativity and the messiness of that. But that again is very behind. I'm like in last year sometime with that. And then I have my self-employed bestie planner, which we plan our video calls every month for our Patreon around it. And I do think it's a really helpful tool for my small business, but I'm feeling so out of love with my small business at the moment that it's actually quite hard to use. But then I could use it not for my small business as well and use that for more of my goals. But then I've got my goals journal as well. So it's like, I don't know what to do. But yeah, because I feel so behind on everything, like all of my creative projects, because I've also got a diamond painting on the go. I want to make sure that I make people's Christmas jumpers in time this year. And I have some crochet projects I'm in the middle of and stuff like that. And I feel so overwhelmed. And I've got some sticker books, like sticker mosaic stickers books that I'm doing. And like, I feel like every time I actually have the time to do something creative, I don't want to do it because I'm so behind. And that actually includes this channel and includes my videos. At the moment, I'm doing videos as they come out. So I'm recording this video on the voiceover on the 3rd, and this video is due, well, it was actually due to go out on Friday, but these were Wednesday and Friday's videos, but I decided to skip Sunday's video, and this video is going to go up Monday. So it like the video you got a video yesterday, which would have been Wednesday's video, and this video would have been Friday's video. We're skipping Sunday's video, which is why I've combined those reading journal videos, because I was going to do a February, March, and then April on its own, but actually I barely read in April, so it's just fine combining those. So yeah, this video should have gone up on Friday and it's going up on Monday. And then I've got another one to come out tomorrow, which is filmed, but I need to edit and voiceover. But like I'm working to the clock of videos going up, and I like having that schedule because it's good for the algorithm and it's good for me. If I don't have a schedule, I don't get anything up. But I just feel so overwhelmed when I actually have a chance, because at the moment Bayla's asleep and we've been at a birthday party, but later today I've got games night and my sister's up from down south for the long weekend, so I want to go and see her and my 2 nephews, and it's just got so much on. And then when I have that time, I'm so overwhelmed, I don't want to start anything, and then everything feels stressful because I'm behind and I don't want to do it because I'm like, well, I'm never going to catch up. What's the point? So it just feels stressful. And then I pick up other creative things, but then I have other creative projects on the go. And then it's just so much other stuff. And then I feel guilty, like playing Dreamlight Valley or working on other creative stuff, because I feel like I should be working on my videos or my planners and keeping up with those things. And it's just a big, massive mess at the moment, and I really don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to pull myself out of this attitude. To be fair, I have actually enjoyed putting down these spreads again, which I had got into a bit of a slump of not really even enjoying putting down my memory spreads. But I know that in a minute, like I've got one more video I've got scripts made for, and I know that I'm going to have to start making scripts again. And I don't particularly enjoy that part or pulling stickers particularly at the moment, especially because they're both things I can't. Well, I can do the designing of scripts, but I can't really pull stickers when Bayla is awake or around. And it's just, yeah, don't have a solution for this problem, and I really don't know what to do about it. So I would love to hear your ideas. I know that Erin of I can't think what her shop name, her not shop name, her YouTube name is. Because the only one I can think of is the other Erin's, but it's not. But she's the one with the Peaches and Pages book system. I can't think of her YouTube name. I will pop it in the comments down below. But she just did a video about your reading journal and catching up in your reading journal, and like gave 3 options of catching up using every single book and just paring down what you do, catching up by only doing important books, or just writing off what you've done so far and starting again from today. And like they are all options. But for example, for my memory planner and my junk journal, I've got the junk and I've got the sticker kits, and I don't want to miss parts of those out. Same with the 5-year journal. So I'm behind in Bayla's 5-year journal, and I don't want to skip those days. I think what I'm coming to the conclusion of as I'm talking is that my achievements and gratitude journal really could go, and that might be one that I can drop for a while. But also, it is something that makes me mentally feel better, is writing down something I've achieved every day. So it's hard. I just don't know what is best. But yeah, sorry about this, like a complete rant. And I hope that like you realize that it's not, at the end of the day, this isn't a big deal. It's such a first world problem. Oh my God, I don't know which of my planners to catch up on or what to do. It's just so silly. Ugh. I hate this because like it's not a problem really, but in my brain it feels like a huge problem, and I don't know what to do. I think the one thing I want to focus on catching up on is Bayla's 5-year journal. That is the most important one to me to catch up on. And then like this can get done whenever. Sorry about that if you heard that message. My laptop isn't muted, it's just recording the voiceover as well. But yeah, that's an option, is just like focusing on that. But then I don't want to get behind in videos. So I was talking to Sophie about this, who is my best friend, Sophie of Roma Plans, and I was saying I don't know what to do, because even with doing the 3 videos a week, because I intend to drop back to 2 videos a week at the end of this quarter, but I'm still going to be like 6 weeks out, and I don't want to keep doing 3 videos a week because it's too much. Like it does mean I don't have enough time to do other things. Doing 3 videos is just a little bit too much. So I don't want to keep doing 3 videos, but I also don't want to be like 2 months behind, like showing spreads 2 months later, because they're just like not that helpful. Like it doesn't add benefit to people, because if I'm doing them more up to date, they might give you ideas for your own memory spread. Whereas if I'm doing like when I'm doing New Year and winter spreads in May, that's not helpful to you. You're not planning or memory planning or keeping winter at the moment. So I hate being this behind. But I also don't want to not do my other videos. So I don't want to just do 2 plan with me's a week, because I like sharing my bullet journal and I like sharing my reading journal and things like that. And actually my reading journal videos tend to get quite a lot of views. So I want to keep those. And it's just hard, isn't it? And I think at the end of the day, what I need to do for the channel is focus on what I'm enjoying and what I want to do, and not worry so much about the views and things like that. And just because what I always have tried to be here is authentic, but I want you to get something out of my videos as well. Yes, I want to just sit here and chat with you, but the reason I'm doing sort of topics at the moment in my voiceovers is because I want there to be a benefit to you watching that isn't just like amusement. I want you to get something tangible out of it, if that makes sense. And I think because I've put that on it as well, I think that makes it even harder for me to think of voiceover ideas. Like I don't use AI for very much. I definitely don't use generative AI, but I did ask it I guess, Google Gemini to come up with some voiceover ideas. And I literally read them and I went, I don't want to do any of these. And so I'm just struggling with voiceover topics. And then it makes recording a voiceover into a big deal. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? And I know it's just my brain. And I know this is such a first world problem. And it's not really a problem, but it feels like a problem to me at the moment. And yeah, that's where I'm at. I just feel like I've ranted at you and that this video really has no purpose because all its purpose is for me to get this off my chest. It's not actually necessarily beneficial for you, but it's maybe the benefit to you is that don't believe everything you see on social media. I might look like I'm so together and that I'm keeping up with all these planners and yeah, but I'm not. I am so behind on everything. Oh dear, what is life like? I just do too much. I take on too much, and yeah, that's kind of what it is. But oh well, I don't really have anything else to say, but there's only about a minute left of this video. As you can see, we played a lot of Dreamlight Valley this week. This is when I was like properly playing loads. And yeah, it would be good. I think we will be good. We will get there. So let me know in the comments down below. Have you had times like this and how did you deal with it? Did you drop planners? Which of my planners do you think I should drop? What do you think I should do? Like, how do I just say it's okay and just not feel so stressed about the whole thing so that I can actually enjoy my creative time again? Because that's my worry. I'm not enjoying my creative time and then it just feels like a massive chore, and that's not what I want from one of my hobbies. I want my hobbies to be enjoyable, not stressful, because like stress is horrific for you. It's as bad as like pretty much anything for like your health. But yeah, anyway, that is it for this video. YouTube in a moment will be suggesting my previous plan with Niece in this planner, which is only one other, and another video it thinks you will enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!